Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new series, brand new channel. It is Shadow Gear Anime. And basically it's where I'm going to talk about anime, and the first anime we're talking about, little discussion, is Daemon from Digimon Digital Monsters. Daemon specifically comes from Season 2 of the Digimon World stuff, and his prior evolutions appear in the O2 and O1 timelines, respectively. Of course, he does not appear in Digimon Try that we know of as of yet, but he could possibly show up at some point. Anyway, guys, here you go. Here's the breakdown of his evolution line and what he's doing, and here's this Demon Lord's video. Here you go. Peace out. The first part of his evolution line on our list is Pakomon. Pakomon is the in-training form of a certain other character that appears in actually the first season of Digimon, and that is Devimon. He's the in-training form of Devimon, and basically in the evolution line, he is also the in-training form of Daemon, and this is how the Daemon will first start out, and how probably most of the Daemon, or the Daemon that we're talking about specifically for Season 2, had started out as well. Pakomon's next form is the dreaded Demi-Devimon. Demi-Devimon in the anime Adventures Season 1 was actually one of the henchmen for Myotismon, which kind of gave you an implication that Myotismon was the next big bad, considering that we knew that Demi-Devimon was the rookie form of Devimon, and Devimon was the first antagonist that the actual first O2 or the O1 cast have ever seen. So we know that he was pretty big news if a Demi-Devimon who knows he can digivolve into a Devimon would be able to just go by working for Myotismon and not have any aspirations of trying to overthrow him at all. So there you have, again, some of his cemented power already. And finally, next, we're coming into his champion level, which is the dreaded Devimon. Devimon caused the O1 cast an immense amount of pain, even if he was only around for about 5 episodes. He was the first big encounter that the Digidestined had to face. He was the first big bad that they had to face, and it was also where they learned the Digimon can be lost, they can be defeated, they can be killed off. And this is where we learned that Angemon, being a Holy Light Digimon, and not quite on par with this champion level Devimon, this Devimon in the anime was probably a little bit more stronger than your regular Devimon would be, so that would be explaining why he was such a big threat to the Digidestined, why no other Digimon were trying to oppose him at the time. He was just a little bit stronger than a champion level, and on File Island, the island when they first fought him, there was only champion level Digimon around due to the story being introductory there. But again, it just goes to show you that Devimon, even in his champion form, Daemon was still causing an immense amount of trouble for a lot of people. And now for Devimon's first ultimate form. He has a couple ultimate forms if you look at Marine Devimon, other variations of Devimon. Devimon himself has 2 variations. He has the Devimon that's regular and Ice Devimon, and that's just depending on where his Digi-Egg lands and grows up and becomes either Ice Devimon or Devimon. Devimon in any other place, and Ice Devimon obviously in a snow-covered area or whatever. Not much is known about Neo Devimon. Neo Devimon is, for the most part, just a video game character, I believe, and they added him into the evolution line for Daemon, and Daemon, this would be the ultimate level Digimon for Daemon's evolution, and then, of course, Daemon is going to be our Mega, but Daemon can go a little bit further than Mega, as we'll find out here in just a little bit. And here we are, we come to the not so final evolution, but Daemon himself, one of the great 7 demon lords of the digital world. He is actually one of the most powerful Digimon in existence, based on the fact that he can digivolve further in his Mega form, which we will also go over again, and they refer to this as his ultimate form. And it's not the ultimate level, it's a level beyond Mega. It's kind of like a perfect Mega or an ultimate Mega level Digimon. But Daemon appears in Digimon Season 2, which is very fitting considering that Devimon appears first in the first half of Season 1, which is the adventure one. And Daemon appears in the second to last half of the O2 season, meaning kind of signifies that, that they've beaten an enemy that is worthy of being beaten. And at this point, we do not know if Daemon was on Oikawa's slash Arukenimon slash Mummymon slash Malamyotismon's team or not. For all that we can see, he was just taking advantage of the disruptions and the link between the digital world and the real world to cause some havoc. But as far as we know, he had no direct correlation with Oikawa or Malamyotismon. Although, there's some things that you can understand better when you look at the translation from the pure Japanese dub to, the subtitles. And we're gonna go over the fact that Daemon, at this point, could have destroyed the Digidestin himself. Daemon, at the Mega level, is actually still himself considered stronger than a Mega. Just how Devimon in Season 1 was considered to be a little bit stronger than a champion level Digimon, so they had to sacrifice a champion level Digimon to get it, to get him beat. This is, Daemon is a lot stronger than a regular Mega, so he is, at this point, even if it took 3 Ultimates to push him back, so they were only using Ultimate level Digimon. Now, Imperial Dramon was a Mega level Digimon. His fighter mode's a Mega level Digimon, so again, it comes down to how strong was he. He was a little bit stronger than Imperial Dramon, and that was a Mega. So now we're going to get on to his next form. We are moving slowly on to his ultimate Mega form, but I do want to show you the clip that I am referring to. However, I have searched for probably about an hour now, and I can't find the original clip where he says he'll let them have the victory for this day, but it'll come and bite him in the butt later on. Daemon literally is so powerful at that point that he let the Digidestin push him back. He let the Digidestin push the Daemon Corpse out of the world. He let them do all of that because he was impressed with their tenacity and their power at the time. And I think maybe he probably knew that Malamyotismon was inside of Oikawa at that point. And, anything at that point could have said to Daemon, well, if they can push me back, I'm stronger than Malamyotismon. I'll let them revel in this victory. They can defeat Malamyotismon for me, and then I'll come back later on and exact my revenge. And as we have yet to see him do that, but at the time, that's what was implicated from the translations. So, if we go by that, Daemon let them win purely on the fact that it was a whim for him. Like, he wanted them to get the confidence boost so they could go ahead and just crush Malamyotismon later on. Now, for the final part of this video, for Daemon to reach his super ultimate form, he has to first be absorbed by 'Arukatamon is a Digimon that Daemon creates giving him the ultimate power of darkness and the ability to constantly grow his power. He becomes too powerful, quote unquote, for Daemon to control at some point, and Arakatamon actually basically just eats him and tries to take him over and uses him as more like a battery than anything else. But little did anyone know that that's actually Daemon's plan. Daemon is so strong at that point that he actually, Arakatamon at this point has no sense of self. He is just made to be a powerhouse. He is made to attack. He is made to destroy. He is made to serve until he feels like he can just grow out of that and do what he wants. And Daemon planned for that. And because he has no sense of self, Daemon basically took over, used his power to digivolve into the super ultimate form. And this is just simply again known as Daemon. This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of your 7 great demon lords. There are other videos on YouTube going into more depth on the demon lords themselves. I wanted to give you a video on what's going on with Daemon himself, why he lost the battle against the O2 cast so quick, and what his end goal was. His end goal was to just gain more power, and if he had to wait a couple more centuries or wait a couple more times for the digital world to reset, then so be it. He'll do that. And yeah, but in the games we got a full fleshed out story with him about why he made Arakatamon and all these other things. So big stuff was planned for him, and unfortunately we never got to see that in anime form, but maybe someday the anime will return to what it is supposed to be and not a shadow of its former self like it is right now. Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at you, Atmon. I've watched 2 or 3 episodes and I'm just not impressed. It's a shell of its former self, and just slap in the face to all of the old school Digimon fans, I guess. They would have been better off just making a separate series and not including Digimon in the title at all at some point. So, yeah. But there you go. There is your video on Daemon. I hope you enjoyed. This is my first anime video. This is my first video for the channel. And I hope it is up to your guys' liking. So, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.